They came from the darkness like ghosts. 12 armed men surrounding the forest office, and within minutes, 5 men were dead. This is Raw Niger News, and the nightmare just reached southwest Nigeria. January 6th, 11:30 p.m. Old Oyo National Park. Forest rangers resting after a long day protecting the park. Suddenly, gunfire erupts. Bullets shatter the night. Windows explode. Walls riddled with holes. No warning, no escape. Just death. 5 forest guards executed. Shot in cold blood. One was a woman. All killed at their posts. Bodies left scattered in the bush. The killers vanished into darkness. By morning, Oloka village was empty. Every single resident fled. Homes locked. Streets deserted. Terror everywhere. Governor Makinde confirms it. Cross-border bandits. From the north, the same criminals fleeing Trump's Christmas airstrikes. The same terrorists running from Sokoto and Zamfara military operations. They're here now, in Oyo State, and they just announced their arrival with blood. Old Oyo National Park stretches from Oyo to Niger State. Dense forests, hidden paths, thousands of acres where criminals can disappear. Perfect bandit highway. These criminals are using it to escape south, setting up new camps, establishing territory, and killing anyone who stands in their way. This wasn't random violence. This was strategic execution. Bandits want security forces out of that forest, want free movement for weapons and hostages, want to operate without interference. They studied the rangers' routine, knew when they'd be most vulnerable, waited until guards were sleeping, then struck with military precision. The rangers never had a chance. They were wildlife protectors, not soldiers, not trained for combat, not equipped for war, just officers trying to preserve forests and heritage sites. They faced battle-hardened terrorists who survived airstrikes, who've been fighting Nigerian military for years, who've massacred entire villages. The outcome was inevitable. Governor Makinde warned about this weeks ago, said criminals were flooding in from the northwest, said Oyo needed to prepare for invasion. Nobody took it seriously. Now 5 families are planning funerals. Now an entire village is abandoned. Now children are orphaned. Now southwest Nigeria understands what the north has been screaming about for years. Amotekun exists for situations like this, but Amotekun was designed for armed robbers and cultists, for local criminals who fight and run, not organized terrorist groups with AK-47 seconds and military training, not bandits who massacred hundreds in Zamfara. These are different enemies, more deadly, more experienced, more ruthless, more organized. This is exactly what security experts warned would happen. Bomb bandits in Sokoto without addressing root causes, and they don't disappear, they relocate. Raid camps in Zamfara without securing borders, and criminals just move south. The problem doesn't end, it spreads like cancer. Oyo thought it was safe, thought banditry was a northern problem, thought the southwest was immune. 5 dead bodies shattered that illusion. The war crossed the Niger River, and it brought northern levels of brutality with it. The killing, the terror, the displacement, all of it. Police deployed tactical units to Oloka. Governor promises justice. Forensic teams gathered evidence. Investigation ongoing. But those bandits are still in that forest, still watching the village, still planning their next move, and they prove they can strike anytime they want. Because this isn't ending here. Bandits who killed 5 people just to clear security from a forest aren't leaving voluntarily. They're digging in, they're staying. They're recruiting local criminals. And their next target might be bigger. Schools filled with students, markets packed with shoppers, highways full of travelers. Anything that creates maximum terror and maximum ransom. The Southwest just learned what living under bandit threat feels like. The fear, the uncertainty, the knowledge that armed men could attack anytime. Welcome to the North's reality. This is Raw Niger News. 5 forest rangers dead, Southwest under siege. The invasion has begun. Subscribe because more attacks are coming. Share this warning everywhere. Stay alert, Nigeria.